Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm late today.
Artlist.io.
Let me get this little skeleton off here. There we go. Unfortunately, I've been sick for a little bit since Thursday or Friday last week. It's been a rough go over the weekend here. I was planning to be live at 6:30 a.m. this morning, but somehow I turned my alarm off or something and I slept right through. So I just woke up about 15 minutes ago. So here we are. Let's see if we can make some money hour into market open here. See that we, obviously we were selling off pretty hard yesterday. And then pretty bullish morning out of the gate. Just making a little bit of recovery. Are they going to head lower? Let's see. We did find some support there at our previous all-time high breakout area. So here I'll show you a little bit here on ES. I'll just open it up here for you guys. So as you can see, like back when we had this breakout area, I've been talking about this for a while in the Discord channel, that we're going to come retest this level and then look for longs. And what happened? If we were at the open, if I was here this morning, I would have been taking a long here for sure. Considering we've come down here, we did break it a little bit, but we held it. So, anyone who had their stops in here, they kind of took them out already. We formed a couple bullish fair value gaps on the 15-minute here, and then pretty much went sideways to the open. And then look at that, boom, all the way up to previous day low. So definitely would have been taken along in this area. Been looking for this zone for a while. Unfortunately, like I said, slept in and somehow turned my alarm off, I guess, while I was sleeping. I don't know. It's been a rough weekend, so here we are. Let's see if we can't find some trades here this morning. I'm going to take a quick look at financial juice here, make sure I don't miss out on any news that might be coming up here. And it looks like we don't really have much going on. So it's a quiet day for news. Tuesday, quiet day. We do have a White House press briefing, but it doesn't say with Donald Trump. It says with Leave It guy. So one of the other guys. AMD earnings looks like after the bell. So nothing really going on here today.
Artlist.io.
Just gonna get this set up here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So this is on the screen here. You can see I have this little purple box. This was the gap area that we had from previous. on MES when we gapped up there. We ended up closing that yesterday. So as you guys know, quite often, almost all the time, gaps get closed at some point or another. So here we are. Now we're at the open. Initial balance is already set here. So we have the 730. The high of the initial balance is actually previous day low, which is kind of interesting. Just taking a look here. I'm just trying to decide on what direction we might be going. We do have an 80% setup today, which means there's a good chance that we're going to still head to the point of control and value area high. So I am leaning a little biased long here. Obviously, we've been long. You know, the market's been looking pretty long since we opened up here. Just going to get my VWAPs here all on my trading view chart. I wonder if this music is pretty loud or what. Let's see if
Music licensing reimagined.
It says 20. Sounds loud though. Got some people tuning in on X right now. I'm a late to the party here, everybody. So what did we get here on this move? We're up 53 points basically from the opening bell. We have previous day VWAP above. We have the 200 EMA above. And our IB high is basically our previous day low. We got here IB high on NQ. It's got a nice like double or almost a triple top there. At 28 or 25,895.
Artlist.io.
So we had this naked point of control also on ES, and we still have it actually active on NQ. We haven't closed or we haven't retested the breakout area on NQ yet from the previous all-time high. I had that marked out before, and we didn't close the gap yet on NQ either. So that's kind of interesting. So we're kind of seem like we're a little bit stronger still on NQ compared to ES. So we're pulling back right now to the New York VWAP on ES. And how are we looking? We're a little bit below the New York VWAP on the NQ here. We just left a 15-minute fair value gap on both of the indices on that last bearish candle. So we're getting a pretty strong pullback here. I guess we might want to consider shorts, obviously, if we get below the VWAPs there. We are currently in a bullish fair value gap also on ES. NQ looks like they closed the bullish fair value gap.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we actually had a bullish divergence between ES and NQ. ES made higher highs. NQ basically went sideways once it popped up after the first two opening candles. So kind of interesting morning here. Hey, what's up, everybody in X there? We got 16 people in Randy's X showing up here, and one in Randy's YouTube. Yeah, so I've been I've been sick for hey Zar. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better today. I don't know what happened last night, but or this morning I slept right through my alarm, and maybe I even turned it off somehow and didn't even know. So obviously I'm still a little more tired than I was thinking I was. So here we are though. We're coming in after the IB initial balance is set here, trying to find some trades. We are let's see here. We're just sitting on the New York VWAP on the ES, and we're below it on the NQ. So NQ is looking a little more bearish. You know, most of the market looks pretty red to me. I'm not sure exactly why ES is looking so strong, but I guess because it's we gapped down from yesterday, so the market looks red because everything went down last night. So I'm gonna have to be patient here, guys. Let's go to the 5-minute on this chart here. So our IB high is actually a little bit lower than the previous day low. So it looks like we sort of had a failed auction there. IB high, okay. Just mark up the IB high here on ES and NQ. 725, 730. Okay, so IB high is a little bit is at sort of the top of the opening range. No, not the opening range, but the top of the range that was set today anyways. IB high. Okay, there we go. Got our IBs set there. So we're gonna see what happens here on this closure net, this 15-minute candle here. Got about 5 minutes left on these candles. Let's see what we can come up with here. ES does have a bunch of orders below 627 all the way down to 6820. 6827 to 6820. So we're not far from the 27s. And 6820 does that line up with much? Let's see here. 6820. 6820 is sort of the bottom of that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Let's take a quick look at the NQ book map here. NQ. NQ has some orders above and a little bit below, but it seems like we're a little heavier above. We got orders at 95 and 25,800. 25,800. The VWAP's at 814. So not a whole lot on the book to really tell us what's going on. No real large orders for NQ anywhere. Seems like we have a little bit more, but that could be, you know, people looking to enter short since we've been selling off here. ES just took the New York VWAP there. Let me just put that on here. It's a little bit easier to see.
Music licensing reimagined.
Don't really want to take a short though, even though we're taking the VWAP and we have overnight VWAP just below. We're still in a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So I feel like unless we invert that, I won't really be looking to take a short here just yet. So if we get this 15-minute candle closure to close below 68.20, then that'll invert that fair value gap. That'll really give us a clear idea that going short is a good idea, since we didn't take it from the top of the range. Hey, what's up, everybody? We got 3 people in my YouTube channel now and 17 in Randy's X. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys know, but Randy was on Trader's Post today. They call their streaming sessions Price Action Live. So, or he probably would have been on, he would have been on time for to trade with you guys today while I slept in. So yeah, we'll just hang out here. Let's see if we can't get some, some price action to tell us what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna get rid of this. I have this naked point of control there. Let's get rid of that guy. It's already been engaged on the ES.
Music licensing reimagined.
So my Monday was actually pretty good. I didn't stream, but I woke up also at 7:30, interestingly enough. Got to the charts around a little after 7:45. And I ended up taking 2 trades in the morning. I made, I think it was $640. But I ended up finishing the day with 887 yesterday. I ended up taking a couple small trades at night. Took a loss in my 5 my 5 Lucid accounts, my evaluation accounts, my test accounts there. Ended up recovering those losses, and I'm up $15 from that in each of those accounts. Decided to not take any more trades at night since I had taken a loss there. But yeah, so I ended up the day almost $900. I put $50 also in my top 1 futures account. This guy here, right here, top 1 futures. Yeah, I put $50 in my top 1 futures instant funded account. And I don't think this one's, I made 420 or so in my Lucid account yesterday, and then, like I said, recovered that to $15 here. Let's see.
Artlist.io.
So it looks like ES does want to go lower here, guys. We didn't invert that fair value gap or anything just yet. We got 68.20 orders, and that's obviously exactly where we need to go to invert that fair value gap. So we are pushing lower from the overnight VWAP here. Maybe I should get that one in here too. Let's see, where would that go? That's up right there. This one. So until we actually get a closure below these VWAPs, I'm not really thinking that short's the way to go still. These orders might be buyers just setting up orders in case it does drop down there. They want to get long. It'd be interesting to see. If we can get a bounce here, 68.46 is our IB.
Music licensing.
Let's get that in there. See if we can't go retest that IB high here. We do have we have a bunch of orders there at 68.37 above. Kind of want to take a long here. We're bouncing a bit, although I don't see a ton of volume coming in yet. I mean, obviously we are a little bit later in the morning, so might not be as much volume right now, which could work in our favor here. But as long as we're stuck sort of in the middle of this area, we're kind of right in the middle of the opening range here. It's too bad we're so far away from the initial or the our value areas, because it gives me a lot less to go off of as to what we're gonna do here. But we are in this 15-minute bullish fair value gap, so let's check out the 30 here. I'm gonna put the 30 on over here and look at the 1 hour too. So the 30-minute gap is a lot larger. It goes all the way down to 68.1450. What's our 1 hour looking like? 1 hour is a little more reasonable. 8.16. 68.16. So I don't really like that we rejected so hard off the previous day low. Kind of thinking, you know, it is suggesting that we are going to go lower, but like I said, it's hard for me to take a short here. We're above the New York, we're above previous days, or this New York, and we're above the start of day New York, or sorry, I can't talk. Above the New York, and we're above the start of day VWAP. There we go. I got it out. So looking like we're going to have to be patient here for a bit. But I'm not in a rush anyways here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm sure a bunch of you guys know that Randy and Christine and Thomas have a podcast that they run, Behind the Charts podcast, and they actually just released their latest episode on Monday. It's a pretty good one. You should check it out. It has our guest here, Troy, and he's been trading with them for a while now. But the interesting thing is he's designed a bot to run and to take trades for him. And I guess it sounds like this bot is doing pretty good. So it's a pretty fun episode. If you guys want to watch that one, check it out. The title is Bots Don't Replace You, They Restrain You. Building Warren Behind the Charts. So Warren is the bot's name that he named the bot Warren. So it's interesting. But Warren has taken, I think, something like 20 trades or something over the last 3 months, which isn't very much, but it's up like 20,000. So kind of interesting, guys. You might want to check that episode out here. I should probably keep an eye on gold here. Gold's looking pretty strong right now. It's bouncing pretty hard because ES and NQ really not doing anything right now. So let's go over to gold here. There's our 630 candle. Let's get our view up on here. Make this guy green. Unconscious tradition hit points. Best viewers on streambo.com. That's our everyday bot, scam bot in the Twitch channel there. I know you guys probably can't see it. It comes through on my StreamYard. But there's a bot that comes into the Twitch channel and makes comments every day trying to get us to go over to streamboo.com. So gold just rejected off of the overnight VWAP here. Is that, let's just put that guy on here also. Where is it? Right there? Yeah, 1500 right there.
Music licensing reimagined.
So that was our start of day VWAP. So we're trading nicely above the New York. And we just rejected off of the overnight VWAP, which is also sort of this, the start of this 615 bearish candle here. Because, yeah, so not that interested in what's going on with the ES and NQ right now. NQ is looking a little more bearish currently. Maybe a little more opportunities over there for a trade.
Music licensing reimagined.
So let's see. Gold was trading below overnight VWAP for a bit. Then we got above it and we went below it. And then we held above it for quite some time actually. So 2300 till about 5 a.m. So from like around 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. we went sideways, rejecting off value area low, but we're holding above the overnight VWAP. So I feel like this is going to be a key level here. And then once we broke below it, we were, what time was that? 5:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. on East Coast. So if we can end up taking this this VWAP here with some strength, we could potentially trade it up to the previous day VWAP, or close to 4,000 anyways. So 4,000 was being the support there for a while, and value area low was being the resistance. We trended sideways for quite some time last night. And looks like we found some support this morning right at the top of the previous all-time high breakout level, down at 39.39 on gold. So we got about 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle here. Let's see what we can't find. Let's see if something isn't going to give us a nice clean opportunity for a trade here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Damn. I was just looking at Patrick Whelan's stream real quick. He's in a short on NQ with 90 contracts, and he's up $64,000. What a maniac. 90 contracts. I wonder if he's doing that competition still.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we're going to get here. We got a minute 40 left on this 15-minute candle here. If we can't get a closure above this the start of day VWAP, it'll give us like some more information anyways. Or if we don't, we might just reject and kind of head back towards maybe do like a wick test down to here, down to this 78 level. So let's see what happens here on this with this last minute here. What we might do is we might just close somewhere where we are, similar to this level. Next candle opens up, pops up and heads up towards the top of the VWAP there. If we reject and we start looking bearish, I'll think about taking a short here, sort of back down to test this this wick back here. Sort of a previous high, but it looks like we're kind of pushing down already. Got 30 seconds left on this candle now. Holy crap, now he's 144 short.
Music licensing reimagined.
Because NQ did bounce pretty hard there from 25,740 up to 771 in the last like couple minutes there. Oh, is this gonna go without me here? I was hoping to get a little bounce up here to that overnight VWAP. I want to see it get up there, print a similar wick, and then I'll take the short here. Because they're gonna try to induce some longs here before they slap it back down, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do that currently. Looks like it's just gonna go lower here. Don't really want to FOMO into that. That's too bad. So Patrick Whelan's now down to 32,000 from 64,000. So his profits got cut in half. Yeah, today's morning was easy to read. Hopefully we can go lower. Yeah, it looked like pretty clean price action. We found support there right out of the gate and ripped nicely higher. Assuming you got some nice green trades there on the long side, hey? Zar?
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Yeah, you should see now Patrick Whelan's gains are gone. He's down to 15,000 here. 8,000. From up 64,000 to down 8,000, or to only 8,000.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Okay, he's back in the money. He's back up to 50K now.
Music licensing
Yeah, you took the opening range break long on NQ, was clean entry, and a short later at 883. Just being patient and hopefully letting runner cook on MNQ. Nice. Yeah, looking for a little. Looks like it's starting to go a little bit lower here for you. Well, looks like we got that wick retest on gold like I was talking about. I just didn't get the initial bounce that I was looking for. I was hoping it was going to bounce up to the VWAP and then reject. We pretty much did that wick test there on that previous bullish candle a few minutes or a few candles back there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Well, he's back up to 60,000 in the profit now, guys. Patrick Whelan's he's a wild man. Someone was like in his chats like, no risk management, and he's like, I'm a millionaire. The guy's so funny, man.
Music licensing.
Let's open up NQ here. Oh yeah, nice 883 trade. There's our 883. Hey, wow, beautiful. Nice move down. Let's get our VWAPs going over here too.
Artlist.io.
Where's our 1500 candle here?
Music licensing reimagined.
NQ is definitely on the more bearish side here, guys. Gold. So we did that wick test and we bounced there. And here we're going back up to the overnight VWAP again.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Nasdaq's bouncing pretty hard here. Starting to print a green candle. We might be going to test that New York VWAP here. Let's go back down to the 5 here. Let's see. A bit of selling pressure here at this level. We got orders up at 68.37. Or sorry, that's wrong one. 25,790 and 95 and 800 above. So it's trying to get up there, it looks like, but look, you can see some selling pressure coming in. Lots of red coming through on the tape here. Oh, look at that. Wow. Anyone who got in long there, you're hurting right now. 10, 20, almost 30 points lower real quick there. Geez, it really can't decide, hey? Look at that. Just put on 8 points in one little bounce there. Found support at the 70s, back up to the 80s here. Now he's short 342 contracts, guys. This guy's a wild man. Now he's actually losing money. He's down 20 grand, 30 grand. This is so crazy. Can't believe he's that wild. He closed it. Probably lost like 50 grand on that trade or more. Wow, guys. So we sold off there like 20, 30 points and then just instantly bounced back up. Right? Yeah. Gotta thank VW for providing the liquidity. I don't think that was a personal account though, right? I think that's gotta be props. Yeah, he's out. He's out. I don't think he would have I don't think he would have been going that wild with that many contracts without props. Probably copy trading a bunch of accounts there, but that was a big loss there. Holy smokes. And then now it's turning into now it's turning bearish a little bit again here. You know, I'm not really interested in getting in this zone. It looking like it's just chop central currently. Oh, there we go. Oh, this poor guy, man. He sold it like right up here at the very top of this last candle, up at the 90s. And then now it looks like it wants to go break that low of that sort of bear flag here that was formed. Kind of interested to take a short here, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
I mean, I hope that wasn't his own account. I hope that wasn't a personal account. What a maniac. So we got 33 viewers. We got 25 in Randy's X channel, 2 in Nick's X channel, 4 in my X channel, 1 in my YouTube. You must be Uzar. Thanks for hanging out, bro. 1 in the Twitch, which doesn't matter, and 1 in Randy's YouTube here. Good thing we didn't take that short there, guys. Like I said, this area just seems like chop to me. They're just up and down, up, down, up, down repetitively here. So Maybe we're not going to get any good trades here this morning. Don't want to try to force anything. The gold is looking better though. On the bear side here. Rejected off the, let's go back to the 15 here. So we did that wick test. We bounced all the way back up and then we did it backwards, guys, from what I wanted. I wanted us to go straight up to the top here and then head to the wick test. But looks like we did it the other way around. We went to the wick test, then we went all the way back up. So ES is looking a little bullish, a little more bullish. We've been holding the New York VWAP and the overnight VWAP there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Excuse me. Maybe this will be a no trade day. Might be a no trade day for me. Look like we're bouncing on NQ though right now, guys.
Music licensing reimagined.
Got 1 minute left on this candle here. Looking pretty strong. I'm gonna take a little. Oof. As soon as I got in there, guys, it just rejected. I'm gonna close this actually. That was a bad trade. Bad entry there, guys. Instant rejection off my entry there. Is looking pretty strong. Got in. I'm just gonna cut it real quick. That was a $20 loss there in like a matter of what? 6 seconds. All right. Well, back to the drawing board. It was looking like we were going to be finishing the last 1 minute of that candle nice and strong, maybe to head up to that New York VWAP. But yeah, good thing I cut it right away there. I got in long, instantly rejected. Like, you know, what was that? 96 down to, what did I enter at here? I entered at 95.75 and went all the way down to 788 in 6 seconds there. So should have taken my own advice and stayed away from these trades here on these guys. So now I'm currently down $15 in all 5 Lucid accounts. Oh well, no big deal. Is what it is. Glad I did cut it there though, because we would have been so far down. What, 95 to 70? Would have been down 25 points already, and pushing more. Ugh. Pretty gross. Pretty gross. Hit the wrong button there. Should have hit short. Would have been in a real nice position right now if I would have short that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for some expansion here, guys. That was my bad. I shouldn't have tried to take that trade there. No real damage though. It's all good. Gave back my $15 profit and now I'm negative 15. Seems like I may have missed all the nice price action today. What time is it? We got 8:45 here. We'll stick around to at least till 9. I know I started the stream late. But the way that this price action, way that everything's looking right now, not looking that
Music
that great
licensing
currently.
reimagined.
Really going nowhere on gold right now too in the last 30 minutes here. ES is starting to look a little more bearish here, guys.
Artlist.io.
You know, if we can break the bottom here and get some momentum, could think about taking a short. Let's take a look back at NQ here. It is pushing down lower. We got the same kind of idea here. Although look at this wick down here. So it looks like there's a lot of buyers in the bottom side here.
Music
What do we got
licensing
for orders
reimagined.
here? Anything sticking out? 25,675. Way down below is where the orders are. 675 and 662. So way down here at the bottom of this wick. Let's call this orders here.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, if only I hit the short button there. But it was just looking so strong, I thought we were going to finish that last minute bullish, but instantly rejected off that.
Music licensing reimagined.
Basically 7 points in a moment, in a blink of an eye, rejected there. Looks like your runner is going to make you some money here, Czar. If this can take this low here. So we got 10 minutes left on this candle. I'm still a little wary to get in here though, because what they might do is just like turn it around and head it back up again. So we're gonna wait for hopefully break this low and then look like we're picking up some momentum. Then we can think about joining in here. Finding a little bit of buyers here down to the bottom of this
Music licensing
previous low of this about 30 minutes ago candle. 25,739 level, 25,740. Trying to take that low now. Let's see if we can't pick a little momentum up here, guys.
Artlist.io.
But yeah, finding some buyers there. Some buyers holding that level up, trying to hold the 740s.
Music licensing reimagined.
Are they just going to hold it in this chop zone? Maybe.
Artlist.io.
So we did engage the point of control on NQ in the overnight session though. So maybe the 80% setup isn't actually happening. We basically touched the point of control on ES. So yeah, just give me a little more bias to think we're going to go lower. We do have a bunch of liquidity down here at the bottom of the London lows, which is 67.91. So if we can get a little bit of momentum here, we might be able to head quite a bit lower here. Let's go down to the 5 here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Just like I was saying, they might just hold this level. They're gonna induce a little bit of shorts here and just hold this level. We're gonna be stuck in this chop zone. Let's see though. They might just be retesting these wicks back here, rejected and head lower again. Not a whole lot happening, guys. Wish I didn't get into that last little trade there, but also glad that I cut it when I did. Instantly went against me, so that's a, if you ever get into a trade and it instantly goes against you, just cut it and reassess, because you know, no need to start the battle instantly down 5-7 points, right? Excuse me for a minute. I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. 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 Music licensing reimagined.
Sorry about that. Looking like I got back sort of just on time here. NQ might be trying to take that low now here. Need to pick up a little bit of momentum here though. Buyer's just going to hold this level again. We know 40 is sort of a key level.
Music licensing
Need to start picking up some momentum here, guys. Look at that nice double bottom here down at 25,663. And we have that big cluster of orders at 675. So this could be our sort of our next target on draw and liquidity here. Let's see what we can get here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Try not to jump into anything here though. Still sort of in this chop zone. Looks like we got some orders that thickened up there at 700 level. Again, finding some buyers here. I'm gonna grab some coffee. I haven't had coffee in like a couple days.
Music licensing reimagined.
Sunday night was horrible for me, actually. It was one of the roughest nights I've had that I can remember for sore throat, coughing, lung congestion. I thought it was COVID. It might have been.
Licensing reimagined.
But definitely feeling a bit better today. So hopefully I definitely feel like I'm on the mend here. Is she going to go now, NASDAQ?
Music licensing reimagined.
I feel like if they can break these lows, we're going to start picking up some momentum. But look at that, held the 25-ish level again. ES is looking a little more bearish. We finally are below both of the VWAPs. But we're currently in that 15-minute bullish fair value gap.
Music licensing reimagined.
There we go. They took it. Let's see if we can't start picking up a little bit of momentum here. There we go. We entered short there. We just put our stop at the top of this candle here. And we'll target. We'll only look for about 10 points here. See if we can't get out here. Come on, guys. Gonna bring our stop down here. Come on, couple more points.
Music licensing reimagined.
Come on, boys, let's go. Take that low. Hey. If we can't go, I'm gonna have to put my stop in here at least at break even pretty soon, because this could just bounce on us right away here. Come on, guys, let's go. There we go. Dropping the stop down here. There we go. We're back in break even anyways now. We're up $9 on the day. Quick little, what did I get there? Looks like the stop actually hit me there. So I was in at 714, out at 707. I ended up getting 7 points on that. Quick little scalp there. Do feel a little risky here still. At least I got us back to green here. Obviously, with this price action, we're not moving too far too fast. So, and this level that we're currently messing around with is right at the gap area. So if we can get a nice little closure sort of down below, you know, like 80s, whatever, we still have the whole gap down to 573. Say 575. We'll just put a little line here and we'll call this a gap fill. So we're still going to look for some more shorts here. Hopefully we can pick up some more momentum. We do have these orders down here at 76. Czar's runner is just running right now. That runner's cooking, Czar. Geez, 883. What a beautiful trade, Czar. You're a madman.
Artlist.io.
47. Let's see what happens here at 75.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
I gotta make a quick phone call. I'm just gonna turn my mic off here for a sec while I do that. Not going anywhere. Gonna be watching the market here. We're looking for a little bit more of a move lower here, guys. So we'll be patient for that for now.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. 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 Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hey, I'm back. Looks like I may have made another bad trade here, guys. Looks like I'm going to get stopped out here. Bouncing. There we go. We're out. So took a loss there on that trade. Found some support in that zone.
Artlist.io.
It was our all-time high breakout, previous all-time high breakout zone here. Didn't really see that coming. I thought with that kind of momentum, we're going to be retesting the lows down there, but doesn't look like it. So took a little $72 loss there across all 5 accounts. No big deal.
Licensing reimagined.
Oh, for 2 losses, 1 win today, unfortunately. Guess I shouldn't be taking a trade there while I'm on the phone. But you know, we might just bounce here and then find some resistance up here and then head lower. But yeah, it's too bad. Definitely shouldn't have been taking a trade while I'm on the phone there. Not really loving the price action though. Hey, we kind of like finally started selling off there and just bounced so hard.
Music licensing reimagined.
We do have a bearish fair value gap that we left there up at 68.22. We could think about trying another short here. One more trade on the short side, see if this could play out. We need this. Let's go to the 5 here. So we 68.23 level. So if we get up towards there, we could think about, oh, we got a new candle just starting here on the 5-minute. Completely erased that that last sell-off there. So let's see what happens here. If we start heading lower here again, we can jump into a short and see if we can't. We might be just going back up to the New York VWAP though here. NQ swept the low there.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Might try to get another short entry here at the New York at the VWAPs here. See how we react up here.
Artlist.io.
Currently in that 5-minute bearish fair value gap, right at the VWAPs here.
Music licensing reimagined.
We have those orders down at 6,800. That's what I was kind of hoping we were going to get to. Rejecting a little bit up here. I'm gonna take a short here, guys. We'll put our stop just above these VWAPs here. Obviously, if we end up taking it only in one contract here, if we end up taking these VWAPs here, then we won't want to be in this trade anymore. Entering in on this bearish fair value gap. We did bounce pretty strong there. The sellers took their foot off the gas there for a bit. Might add to this if we can turn this candle into a bearish candle. If we start looking like we're gonna retrace back down a bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
That could also be a lot of short covers there from the highs. So we added one there. Gonna bring our stop to the top of this candle here. Make up for that that add in there. See if we can't get back down to the bottom of these candles here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we got another, basically we're $50 risk right here with this stop.
Artlist.io.
I'm gonna stick it right up to that VWAP right there. So it's actually 6 times 530. So $60 risk here. If we do end up getting stopped out here, I probably won't take any more trades today. Maybe just not my day. We'll just take the small loss day. This is in my evaluation or test accounts from Lucid. So I'm not really playing with my straight to funded accounts today.
Artlist.io.
26, 27. Let's hope that bearish fair value gap holds here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hopefully we'll get another flush lower here. Attempt to head to the bottom of these candles here.
Artlist.io.
If we get past our break-even point, I'll probably drag my stop there just to guarantee that we can lock in, you know, around 75 or so.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
There was also a bullish fair value gap there that we bounced out of. So it kind of makes sense why we bounced there. Because technically this could be a higher low. Because we made our lower high, lower low, higher low. And then we broke the structure there with that. So this could actually be our next higher low, right? Not to say that we're not going to still come back down to this level.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we'll keep an eye on this. We're going to be a little aggressive with our stop here. See if we can't get at least back to break even on the day. Try to lock that in at a minimum. But we need a little more momentum here. Not sure we're going to get it. I slept in too this morning. I didn't start the stream until 7:45-ish. I've obviously been pretty sick since Friday is when I first started getting sick. Saturday was pretty bad. Sunday was really bad. I didn't stream on Monday. And then now we're at Tuesday. And yeah, somehow I slept right through my alarm. I think I even turned it off in my sleep. Pretty weird. But obviously I needed more sleep, so it's all good.
Artlist.io.
Hopefully we're going to get that move lower here, guys. Let's break this bottom, break this low here at the 14s. We have orders down at 05 and 10. So 10 is basically where my order is for the two contracts there. Might open it up a bit. I'm just have it there just in case we decide to like head down really fast and there's no time to react. Wouldn't mind just getting out. Could form sort of like a quick wick down there, wick down. Looking like the buyers are trying to hold this level here though, currently. Bit of an indecision area here.
Music licensing reimagined.
There's a battle. It's a battle. Need these sellers to step in, take a little control here. Come on, guys.
Artlist.io.
Talking to the chart like it's going to help, but you know. We can just break this low.
Music licensing reimagined.
They've made a couple attempts at it now. Starting to get concerned that we're not going to break it. Quite a few orders down there. We got 65 and then 85, then 87, just at the 14 and 13 levels.
Artlist.io.
Just a little more move lower would be nice here. Here we go. Take this low, guys. Here, come on, let's go.
Music licensing reimagined.
We're looking pretty heavy. Need a nice little slap.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Uh-oh. Don't like that. A lot of green coming through on the tape there. Where'd that bearish momentum go here, guys? That was quite the move lower here. Come on. Push right through there. Push right through. Come on.
Music licensing reimagined.
Dropping my stop there, guys. All right. Huh, look at that. We got taken out on the stop there. Back to 80 cents. Down 80 cents on the day. I'm okay with that, though. Rather be flat or pretty much break even on the day than negative 70. So is what it is. We are kind of entering that bullish fair value gap. So we could just bounce anytime here. Or, I mean, they might just go right through it here. So let's watch this next 5-minute candle here. See if we can't get this fair value gap to close below. If we can get that to close below, you know, I think we're definitely going to go to the 6,800 level down here. But would hate to be stuck in the trade there. And then it just turned around and bounced on us just like it did on that first trade there. So obviously my trade decision-making process isn't 100% right now. That's 2 trades where I basically sort of almost FOMO'd in. You know, that last trade I jumped in on while I was on the phone. I don't know what I'm thinking. But no harm, no foul. At least I recovered that back here. So kind of traded my P&L a little bit there, which isn't really a good thing either, you know, because would have been pretty close to my TP right there. I think my original, where did I put that orders here? Did it show it? No, I don't have it saved there. $68.10. Yeah, we would have hit that order right there because I had it at $68.10. Anyways, all good. We'll hang out here. Let's hang out till 10 at least here, and then we'll reassess.
Artlist.io.
Wonder if this fair value gap's going to hold now. We're pretty close to the low of it. So if we get a candle closure sort of down 607 or 6807, that would invert that fair value gap. So I could mark it on here. Basically, this is the fair value gap right here. It's a bullish one, so it'd be green. So if we get a closure down here, that'll be an inverted fair value gap. So we could think about taking another short here if we get back into the middle of this range. If we make a closure below it, we still have a minute and a half, so there's a good chance this candle is going to close below it. They shook me out of that first trade.
Music licensing reimagined.
Now it looks like they want to go head down to the lows. They had to induce some shorts, stop them out like they stopped me out, and then get that, you know, liquidity, and then head lower. Might not invert this fair value gap. We do have 1 minute left, so there's a chance. There's a chance. This is also that key breakout area, like I was saying. Let me go back to we'll go to 30. We'll go to the 1 hour here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here on the ES. So as you can see here, this was our all-time highs before. This was October 8th. We broke it. We took the all-time highs, ended up rejecting pull down really far. And then here was when we took that was a CPI news candle. So we took that level, ripped up, and then that was a Friday, right? And then we gapped up for the Sunday session open, climbed higher, made a new all-time high, and then I've been looking for this retest down here for long off of the retest of this gap, or sorry, the all-time high. So it looks like 67.89 or 67.90 is sort of where that support was found in the overnight session. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Got to try to be a little more patient here. That's 2 times today I've got in at the perfectly wrong time. No other better way to say it than that. London low is down at 67.91. Where's that 91? Right here. You can label this one London low. LL Cool J. We'll go with the red line. This matches my color on my trading view chart. Let's save this template. So far, that fair value gap's holding, guys. So there is a huge set of orders there down at 6,800, but it looks like the majority of it is an algo. So it could be sort of like a spoof order, sort of like tempting people to think that we're going to head down there. Oh, coffee machine's off there.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Strong bounce again there out of that fair value gap, guys. So that's kind of what I was worried about. That's why I was so aggressive on locking my stop in there. Like I said, we could have got some more points out of that, but you know, after getting that rejection there, I just, yeah, it's a pretty strong buyer level. Doesn't mean we're not going to eventually take it out, but as you can see, lots of short covering in this area, and those fair value gaps, they do mean something, right? So far, doing a whole lot of nothing for my trading accounts, though. We're up 15 from yesterday, and then today we went down 15, back to up to 10, down to 70, and now break even again. So not the best morning for me. It's kind of what happens when you get to the desk late. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes not. Yesterday I got to the desk late. I didn't stream, but I took one trade in this account here, this Lucid Direct account. I made 428 in the one trade, and then I took a couple trades in my Take Profit Trader accounts. I made 160 in that, but it's copy traded, so I made two accounts, got $160 in them on a gold trade. So yeah, interesting day yesterday. Today is not working out exactly the same. So yesterday we were in the value area levels, so I had more levels to trade off of. Today I'm a little not really sure. I don't really have those levels to play off of, so we do have, we just basically have that all-time high thing and fair value gaps and the VWAPs to work with today. So not as easy to figure out what the price is going to do. I wonder if we're going to actually go take the highs again here, guys, because like the way that we're holding these levels and we're, finding support down here, we'll have to see what happens. If we get a closure above the New York VWAPs, we could try to take a trade to the top of the range there again. Oh,
music licensing reimagined.
Dad, you slept until 9:30, hey? Wow, that's quite a sleep in. So just taking a look at our viewers here, we got 32 in Randy's X channel. Ooh, heavy. 3 in Nick's channel on X and 4 in my X channel. We got 2 in my YouTube, and that's about it. So thanks for everybody who is tuning in. Would love to see more of you guys in my X channel if you're interested here. I'll put it in the banner here. You can find me if you guys want. Let's do that here. So here's my X channel. You can see on the banner there at Market Butcher. Join me on X. Let's pull down the tree. I'll pull the book map down there so we can fill up our screen properly.
Artlist.io.
Not the best morning for me today, but hey, I have an excuse. I've been sick for the last 4 days, so trying to get back into it here. Had a decent Monday, so I don't want to ruin my month on Tuesday. If I end up having a flat or a 0 day, it's fine, or at least a small red. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see though. We might still find a good trade here. Another trade coming up. See if we can't get a little more momentum on these trades here.
Artlist.io.
Looks like gold's trying to roll over a bit here. Pulling back down. It's got a bullish fair value gap currently right where, roughly where it is right now. And we have the New York VWAP just below the gold. Did I put that on here? Yeah, you can see that right there. So if you look right there, this is a fair value gap. From this point to that point right there, this is a bullish fair value gap. We're currently in that level. So gold might just bounce on this level here. Zach Arbucci is going to be live on ASFX TV in about 5 or 6 minutes from now.
Music licensing reimagined.
So he's trading the kill zone, which is from 10. I think he's going to run it for like an hour or two anyways.
Artlist.io.
Let's see what happens here on this gold. ES fell back down, guys, here. Let's take a look back at that real quick. I'll keep gold. I got gold on my side here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice big bearish wick there, guys. So maybe we are going to head. We'll be watching this for a closure below. Draw on liquidity is definitely down here. Although if you look at the orders at 6,800, they came off. Orders came off there at 6,800, some of them. Yeah, the algo pulled those orders. It had 900 down there. 911 orders there, as you can see. And then when I just scroll it over, boom, they're gone now. So now there's only 121. Still a decent little cluster of orders down there, but that's what I was just finished saying, hey? I was like just saying, look at that. Those orders look like an algo. It's just like trying to spoof people to draw them down. So 900 orders on there. And then they pulled off 800 of them. So you never really know. Never really know. But if you can see here, this is what I was talking about. Let's make this bigger so you guys can get to teach you a little bit something about how the book map works here. So as you can see, there's the order 6,800, 926 there. But you see this little white line right above my cursor there? From that to the left, that's all one person. And usually if it's all one person, that's going to be an algo, right? So that's why you can say, like, yeah, this looks like a draw on liquidity, but at the same time, it's all one person. And then what happens? They took it off, right? Now there's only 121 orders down there. And it's not like they piled them in up here, because there's only, there's only about 300 orders down to 6,805. So are we going to invert this fair value gap right now, guys? We got 2.5 minutes left on this candle. We need a closure below this, 6,807 level. They do have a cluster of orders down below it. So I don't know if that's shorts trying to cover or buyers trying to get in long. So we'll have to see what happens here. They did just take those orders at 07.
Licensing reimagined.
Orders at 05 are getting a little bit bigger. 150 down there. So until we get this 5-minute candle closure, this fair value gap is still valid. We'll see what Mr. Arbucci has to say here when he gets on. Maybe we'll keep streaming.
Music licensing reimagined.
Sorry, guys. I guess I'm still a little tired. I thought I kind of would have been feeling a little bit better today, but going to call it a session. Last 2 hours was fun shorting the pumps. Oh, nice. Good job, Czar. Yeah, see you tomorrow, bud. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the comments. Appreciate it. If I didn't miss you already.
Artlist.io.
We got 3 people in my YouTube channel. 32 in Randy's X, 4 in my X, and 3 in Nick's X.
Music licensing reimagined.
The cough isn't gone yet, guys. It's just not as bad now. I'll be back 1 sec.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Sorry about that, guys. Had a bit of a coughing fit I had to go deal with. So it sounds like we're starting, going to be starting the New York PM session here pretty quick.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
If you guys are looking for a chill Discord to hang out in too, I will put this in the chat here real quick. We just recently started it last week sometime. We have about 15 people in it right now. Just started, obviously.
Artlist.io.
I'll just put the link in the chat here. I don't think it'll put it to X though. So I'll just I'll go over to X real quick and I'll just put it in the chat there with the
Music licensing reimagined.
there we go.
Artlist.io.
Let's go over to Randy's channel here too. Let's go.
Music licensing
Randy Baines.
reimagined. Artlist.io.
All right.
Music licensing reimagined.
So it looks like we inverted that fair value gap, guys. So let's change this to a yellow because this is now a inverted fair value gap. So we could think about taking a short in here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music
Sleep well.
licensing reimagined.
All right. So we got a few more people in the YouTube now. We got 5 in YouTube and 43 in X total. So
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
do you trade options? Wu-Tang Killer Bees. I love your name, bro. That's so awesome. Love it. Takes me back to my youth. Anyone who knows me when I was in high school knows that I love a little Wu-Tang. Yeah, again and again. No, no, I don't really trade options. I used to
Reimagined.
a long time ago, but I haven't for quite a while. I'm just focusing on futures lately. But you know, I've been thinking about getting back into it, but right now I'm just focusing on, you know, trying to become profitable, consistently profitable on trading futures. It takes up the majority of my time. Plus, you know, the whole streaming and making content on YouTube. I'm a little bit slow on that lately. Been sick for about 4 days, so I'm just recovering. Trying to, you know, trying to make everything work. Plus, I do have a day job. Well, not really a day job, but I'm a real estate agent, so I'm doing that. And I have a hobby farm with chickens and gardens, so I'm a pretty busy guy. But yeah, I've been thinking about I'm going to start maybe selling some puts so I can get into some stocks here and there. We'll see how that goes, though. But currently, not really, no.
Artlist.io.
You trade SPY with options, I guess? It's a good way to level up how much money you can make, for sure, if you're trading options. But you also need a decent amount of more capital in the game to be able to do that, right? So that's the nice thing that I like about the futures trading is you can use these prop firms. You have a really high, ROI, return on investments. So I'm currently trading I think I have about 8 or 9 accounts going. So.
Artlist.io.
Oh, you don't mess around with individual stocks? Cool. Yeah, definitely check out the futures prop firm situation if you haven't already. It's kind of like a really good way to get in with a low amount of money and you can turn it, you know, like I said, the return on investment's amazing. You know, you can buy an account for $100 and get a $1,500 payout. Like, it's a no-brainer, right? Oh, you have a cash account. Didn't they remove the PDT rule recently also? I thought that, I don't know if that's happened yet, but I thought that they changed that rule now. Let's ask AI that real quick here.
Artlist.io.
Because I'm in Canada, so I don't have to worry about, oh, they increased it to 4 trades. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, if you use a margin account, you execute 4 or more trades per day. It's a PDT rule. Okay, well, they made it a little bit better. But yeah, like I said, I'm in Canada, so I don't have to worry about PDT rule up here. We can just trade as much as we want, basically. So I've never really had to worry about it, but I know it's a pretty huge deal for the U.S. citizens down there. Our U.S. citizen brother. Oh, 4 trades in 5 days?
Artlist.io.
Really? Oh yeah, 4 or more trades within 5 business days. Wow. So it's not really that much better. They didn't make it that much better. Because wasn't it just 3 trades before? In 5 days?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it sucks. So, yeah, so I mean, another reason to trade prop firms if you're in the States, right? Because there's, you know, you're kind of like a subcontractor if you trade prop firms, and it's not on, you know, it's simulated trading, right? So if you want to get a way to get around that, definitely check out prop firms. I would definitely, I'm a little biased obviously because I am an affiliate, but check out like Lucid Trading, which I'm using right here, and Project X.
Music licensing reimagined.
Sign me in here. Yeah, Project X here, or Lucid. They're both great companies. Awesome support, fast payouts, and you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Schwab's, Thinkorswim. Yeah, those are good brokers for sure if you're going to play your you know, your own personal capital.
Artlist.io.
But like I was saying, if you want a way to avoid that PDT rule, definitely check out prop firms, right? And then you can start trading these futures contracts with us live Monday to Friday. I need to get some Wu-Tang songs on in my media here, but I think I would get get in trouble from YouTube for copyrights. So
Artlist.io.
killer bees on a swarm. Yeah, my favorite guy was pretty much Method Man when I was young. Like, loved all of his music, everything. It's just so good.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Dave Chappelle and Wu-Tang. You have to diversify your bonds. Yeah, totally.
Artlist.io.
Wu-Tang Killer Bees, I think you're in Randy's channel, hey? YouTube the episode?
Music licensing
I will.
reimagined.
So, Randy Baines is probably the channel you're in. He's my good friend here. We went to high school together. He started trading futures ahead of me, and then I got interested in it through him. So, but what we did is we started streaming live to both of our channels at the same time, or maybe you're in Nick's channel. Yeah, it looks like you're probably in Randy's channel. Spy is dropping like a toilet seat. Yeah. Oh,
Music licensing
I've been looking away too
reimagined.
long here at the chat and stuff. You're not in any channels. How are you chatting to me from YouTube then? Like it shows a little YouTube symbol beside your name.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Dave Chappelle, Wu-Tang Clan 9 months ago. Dave Chappelle, diversify your bonds.
Artlist.io.
Diversify your bonds, Wu-Tang Financial. Nice. Well, yeah, I'll check that out after a little bit later here. Look at that bounce there, guys. We hit those orders down there at 6,800 and found support. Ripping back up to that fair value gap. Inverted. It's an old skit. Yeah, looks like it.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, found support down there at
Artlist.
yeah, I don't know the numbers on SPY itself because I'm watching the actual futures contracts here, but we pulled back down to the orders. We had a bunch of orders there at 6,800 level, and then now we're up at 68.07 on the futures. So maybe the 70 cents is like 7 points on the futures market. Is this an area we should be taking a short here, guys? We did invert this fair value gap. We could try to enter a short here. What do we got here? So we do have a bearish divergence, a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence on the ES and the NQ right now. NQ made a lower low from the pre-market low, and ES hasn't. ES is holding up a little bit better. I haven't really looked at the Dow today.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So I subscribe to ASFX TV. It's kind of the community I joined to help accelerate my futures trading. And right now, Zach Arbucci's live on there, and he's gonna buy 4 Apex accounts, and he's gonna try to full port win them, like full port pass them today. So he said he's gonna have 2 attempts with 2 accounts. I guess he doesn't want to risk his funded accounts on these and any of these trades. So interesting, eh?
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Maybe I should full port an account.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Looks like we're gonna go fill this gap here, guys. Pretty low volume on this move down here. We're on a 5-minute. Like, look at that volume. There's like none there. So why are we going lower on this volume?
Artlist.io.
I'm gonna 15-minute over here. Let's go to the 5. Huh, that doesn't seem like it's right. Doesn't seem like it's loading the volume here properly on NQ. Because if I look at my trading view, it shows that there's quite a bit more volume. It's kind of matching already up here. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't been very happy actually lately with Project X. We've had multiple outages and now, like, what the heck is this, right? It shows that it's going up 2.5K.
Artlist.io.
12. So it shows 12K though on TradingView. This is a micro, right? Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Any particular futures you're looking at? So yeah, sorry, I didn't see your message there. I basically trade NQ futures or MNQ, the micro futures
Artlist.io.
for the NQ, and then I also trade the micro futures for the ES. On occasion, I'll trade the Dow micro futures and gold micro futures. So currently right now on the screen, I have MNQ open. But if I bring over my trading view chart here, I'll show you. This is kind of what I'm watching on all of my NQ. I got ES on the side here on the left. We got NQ on the right. And then we got right now gold in the middle. But sometimes I'll be switching through to YM here also. YM, I find that YM sort of works similar to the ES or affects the ES more, whereas, you know, NQ is more tech heavy. So that one kind of doesn't get affected so much by the YM. But yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Is it in a cash account or margin? Okay, so it's a futures prop firm. So it's neither cash nor margin. What you do is if you go to, like, I'll show you real quick. So this is Top 1 Futures, right? This is one of the prop firms I use. You come here and you basically, there's a couple different options on the accounts, right? So this guy here, this Elite Challenge, for a $50,000 equivalent account, is only 99. If you use my discount code, you get 55% off right now. So you'd get it in there for about 45 US. And then it gives you an account to trade, and it's a simulated, it's like simulated trading, right? So it's not in the real live market. It's so you're not getting real fills, but it's like basically matches exactly the price action that's going on. They get the same data feed as you would get on like the actual market, but it's like not in the market. And then basically you have these profit targets, for example. So if you were to get in for, $45 or whatever it is to get in on this account, and then once you get to 53,000, right, you pass this account, and then it turns into like sort of like this instant sim funded account. And then once you get to 3,000 again, you can withdraw a payout. Or adversely, you could go directly to a sim funded if you're more experienced at trading already, and you want to sort of skip the evaluation account, which it's going to be more costly. Like these ones are 650, right, for the instant 50K account, and then 55% off. So you're going to get in there for 325-ish or so. But then once you hit so you pay $325, right? You get to your 50,000 and you make $3,000 on top of that. So 53,000. You can withdraw 1,500, I think it is, or 2,000. Can't remember. I think it's 1,500 on your first payout. So you can withdraw that, and then that's kind of like your profit targets. So after you get that first withdrawal, it brings your account balance down, right? Because you withdraw the money, and then you got to basically make another, I think it's like 6% on the account amount, and then you can do another withdrawal. So the cool thing about this is that you can scale it up, right? So you can trade up to 5 accounts at once with these guys, right? So you can copy trade. That's kind of like what I'm doing on this here. So these are my Lucid accounts. I got 5 of them at once. They're all copy traded right here. This is a different brokerage, right? Or a different futures company. But I'll bring this guy over here real quick. So this is Lucid right here. And yeah, you can get into these test accounts for, again, about $75 for a 50K account. And then if you pass this, it turns into like the Lucid Direct account, right? And then once you get that, you basically then you can start taking payouts. These are similar rules here, so you can't lose more than 2,000 on these accounts. And then you have a drawdown type is end of day. So every day that you make money, so say you get to 52,000, your minimum amount that you can go down to is now 50,000. At the start, you can only go down to 48,000. So you have a drawdown type or drawdown amount. And then again, once you get to like the $3,000 ish, you can take a withdrawal from there. And that's kind of how that works. So I don't know what happened there, but it looks like all of my
Artlist.io.
What the heck happened there? Everything got minimized for some reason there. There we go. Let's get us back in here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Not sure what happened there, but everything got minimized on all my screens when I pulled that other guy over there. Just got to open up all these windows again. Get everything open here again.
Artlist.io.
So it's just another way to trade futures without putting as much money into the game, right? There we go. Everything's back up, I think. Yep.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a good way, you know. Hey Juan, how's it going? My name's Dave, actually. You're probably checking out Randy's channel there. Randy's a good friend of mine. We stream to both of our channels at the same time, so I'm live on my channel, and then I just broadcast it to him just to get some more coverage and for us to constantly put out more content, keep you guys happy. So, hey, thanks for saying hi. But yeah, definitely Mr. Wu-Tang. Check that out. You can use my discount code if you're going to buy any of those accounts. I would definitely recommend starting with the test accounts, because the test accounts are the cheaper ones. And then if you end up blowing it, if you end up losing $2,000 on those accounts, then it's not going to sting that much. But yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. It's a good way to avoid the PDT rule, and also you can scale up the winning rates, because if you have 5 accounts like I do here, you pass all. These are all test accounts right now. So I have 2,000 in this one, I have 1,800 in that one, I have 1,700 in that one. Only these ones I bought a little bit later, so this one has 318, this one has $200 in it. So once I get all these guys to the $3,000 mark, then they get converted to the sim funded accounts, which is like this guy right here. So I just got this one not long ago. This is a sim funded account. I'm up 428 on that. Once I get this one up around $3,000, I can request a payout, right? And then they pay you out. And the good thing is it's like you're like a subcontractor. So they pay you out, and it's just like normal tax money, right?
Music licensing reimagined.
So I guess living in New York, I can trade it. Yeah, a lot of all like the people that I like, the ASFX TV group that I trade with, their majority of them are all in the States. So definitely good to avoid that PDT rule. That way also you can still trade your regular accounts, and then if you decide that if you've already taken as many trades as you can always switch over to your prop firm accounts and trade there. And like I said, you can scale up. I trade with a guy named Nick. He trades pretty often with me. He's got like 80 accounts. No, it's not considered capital gains. It's considered regular income. That's another part of the benefit, right? Whereas normally I think your normal trading would be considered capital gains, right? So futures it's like more like a subcontractor. So you get paid out, whatever you get paid out, it's like regular taxes. Yeah. So there's so many good reasons to why to trade futures on prop firms rather than your own personal capital. Less money risked, less taxes, no PDT rule. And, there's a lot of safety features that you can set up, right? So for example, here on these accounts, I'll show you this guy since we're on it right now. You have these risk settings, so you can set like your personal daily loss limit. So in the case that you were to like get tilted, you lose a trade, you feel like, oh, revenge trade, whatever, and you end up losing a certain amount of money, you can set a dollar amount in here so that it'll lock you out for the day, and then you don't end up blowing your accounts. And then there is some layers to it, so you got to look, like if you are considering it, you got to read the rules. Like you got to go in and read the rules, because there is consistency rules. Because so what they do is they don't want you to just have one day where you make $5,000, right? And then try to withdraw it. So there's something called a consistency rule, right?
Artlist.io.
Yeah, so you can only make, so how the consistency rule works is if, for example, these guys have a 20% consistency rule. So if I want to have the $3,000 profit target, then I can only make $600 in one day. That's why I have this personal daily profit target set at $600, because you got to multiply that times 5, and then that's going to be your profit target. So there is some rules that you need to like get used to. And like I said, so if you are considering taking in trading with any of these firms, definitely you got to spend, some time going through their FAQ to learn them, right? So 20% consistency rule. So your largest winning day times 5 is going to be the profit target that you have to hit to get a payout. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a great way to level up your trading. And sorry, I'm watching the Zach Arbucci on this other stream on the side here, and he just full ported an account that he just bought, and it instantly went against him and he lost the account. So yeah, lots of good reasons as to why to trade futures on prop firms, man. So definitely check it out. Low barrier to entry, doesn't cost a lot. Good return on investment. And, it's a great way to build your skills to just to get in there and practice without risking too much money, right?
Artlist.io.
Sorry, guys, I got a cough here. I'm going to turn the mic off.
Music licensing reimagined.
Thank you, sir. I think I only have about 80 subscribers right now, so one more makes me feel happy. Make sure you're on my channel and not Randy's, though. Are you in the Randy Baines channel, or are you on Market Butcher channel? I mean, definitely subscribe to his channel also. He's a great trader. We stream live usually on Tuesday and Thursday together, but he was on a different stream today, so he wasn't live with us today. Okay, yeah. So Randy is my friend's channel. My channel is Market Butcher. If you search Market Butcher Trades, here I'll send you the link in the chat here. You can see it. So here's my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile though. I've been loving it since I switched over to futures. I actually just started. I started originally taking trades in my cash account, but I could only trade basically one contract just because I didn't have that much capital in there. I didn't want to risk too much at once. And I have money in there, but I have it invested in other stocks and stuff. So, but yeah, the futures are the way to go, especially if you're in the States with the PDT rule and capital gains, all that stuff. We have the same kind of situation in Canada, that if we make a bunch of money in our trading accounts that are not with the prop firms, then we are going to get charged capital gains. Whereas, the payouts that I've taken from the futures are literally just like considered income rather than, not taxed as hard. So we do have these orders up at 6,810 on the ES. Let's go over to the NQ here. Clay's trader. Hey, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got 81 subscribers. Yeah. First goal obviously is 500. Really want to get there. Then I can start selling some merch and we can do some super chats. Not that I'm looking for it, I'm just doing this live mostly for transparency and accountability, right? So interestingly enough is since I started trading live on YouTube, my trading has got exponentially better. Like I've been having green months, and before that I was just kind of blowing accounts and everything. So I use TradeZella to track all my trades. I'll show you guys right here. So TradeZella, you can log. I do have like 8 accounts going right now. Is it 8 or 9? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 accounts right now running. This is my current month. I took a small loss on Sunday. I usually stream live at 6 p.m. the market open on Sunday nights, and then Monday to Friday market open 6:15 a.m. Or 9:15 a.m. on East Coast. Let's go back to October. So this is my October month here, up almost 7,500 on the month. Really green month. I did have one sort of a blow up day. I wouldn't even say it was really a blow up day, but I took max loss in my 5 Lucid test accounts. So if I could have, reduced this day to, kind of a reasonable loss, like a $500 loss like these guys, my month would have been over 10K, right? But overall, month was pretty good. What did I do? I think September was pretty good too, up 6,500 on September. Nice green month also. Didn't trade a couple days there and there. Small losers here and there. Overall, nice green month though. So, and this is all on prop firms, right? So let's go back to this month here. There we go.
Artlist.io.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for subscribing. Definitely, if you guys want to, if you're subscribed to my channel, the Market Butcher here, I'll link you guys Randy's channel if you're in my channel. You definitely want to follow him also, or subscribe to him over there. He puts out some good content, and also we stream live with him. Let me just look him up here, Randy Baines. I'll link his channel to you guys also. Here we go. So there you go. That's Randy's channel there. I would definitely recommend subscribing to his channel also. But I'd also appreciate you guys to subscribe to my channel, But thanks a lot for tuning in and watching. This is the fun part about it, right? Is we get to hang out with you guys, help you guys learn through the process that I've done. And basically my strategy is, what's going on here? My strategy is based around the volume weighted average price, value areas. So if you don't know what value areas are, I'll show you here real quick on the trading view chart here. Let's bring this over, maximize this. We'll do it on the ES here. It's a little bit. So what you do is how you want to see these lines here. We got the value area high, we got the point of control, we got the value area low. I also mark in the previous day low, the previous day high. I usually leave like the all-time high on my chart also. Sometimes I'll label the initial balance, which is the price with the first 1 hour of trading from the market open. So from 9:30 to 10:30 on East Coast time. So what you do is you're going to come in here, you're going to hit your 30 minutes on your trading view chart. Then session volume profile. So if you go into your indicators here, these are all the ones that I like to have. I use them on and off depending on which ones. So you got to look for session volume profile. See right there. It's already active, so I'm not going to click it here. I'm just going to turn it on here. So, and then it's going to bring up these like the volume for the session, right? And what you're going to do is you set the levels, right? So I don't trade off the current. I don't trade the current session volume profile. I use it from the previous day. So as you can see here, this is the previous day volume profile, and the top line there is, let's zoom this in a little bit, might be a little easier for you guys to see, make it bigger. So we'll mark off the previous day high, the high of the session before it closed. Yeah, so right there, I had this one a little bit too high. Right there, previous day high, previous day low, and then the session volume profile. So the point of control, which is this yellow line here, is a really important level because that's where the majority of the contracts were traded. So this is the highest volume level versus price on the entire session, right? So what's going on here actually? This seems weird. Yeah, this is right. Sorry. So it starts from the start of the day, which is at 6 p.m. East Coast time. And then it tracks it all the way to the end of the day. This was right here. So yeah. So it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time on the previous day. It runs all the way through the New York session, and then it stops. So as you can see, the point of control is right there, 68.85. The value area high is up there at 68.92, and the value area low down there at 68.72. Now these are really key levels for trading off of. If you look back here on this previous day, it's pretty hard to show you with all this stuff. It's just a little too cluttered with everything on here. I don't trade with this on. I always turn it off. But you always get reactions off of those levels. As you can see here, the overnight session started. We've tried to take the point of control there and rejected, and then we just headed lower. Value area low. Once we broke that, it was all over, right? Headed down. We did find some support, head back up, rejected off value area low, and went lower from there, all the way down to previous day low. As you can see, also found some support there, didn't hold, and then ended up having an indecision candle right on previous day low, and then broke lower. So they're definitely key levels. I don't just set orders and take trades off those levels. I wait for a reaction off those levels and then decide what I'm going to do after that. Unfortunately, with the sell-off from overnight there, we are nowhere near any of our value areas. So I don't have any of those levels to trade off of. We did bounce up here at the open, ripped higher, and look at that, rejected exactly off of previous day low, right? Previous day low was down here on Monday. Look at that, sold off, down, ripped higher, rejected right off the previous day low, or yeah, previous day low, as you can see there, and then boom, went down from there. So those are the key levels that I like to trade with. They're pretty easy to set up every day. Just go in, set it to 30-minute, click on your session volume profile, set it up. So after we close, after 4 p.m. today, East Coast time, I'll do the same thing. I'll come in, I'll set it to the 30-minute time frame, and we'll set up our levels like that. So, and yeah, so those are the levels I like to use. And then I use the New York VWAP and the overnight VWAP. The red one's overnight VWAP. The yellow one is a New York VWAP. I use those levels for to form my bias on the day, right? Obviously, if we're below, we're looking bearish, right? If we're above, we're looking bullish. If the VWAP is curled over like this and it's angled down like that, definitely bearish, right? So we should be trying to short some pullbacks. So if we end up bouncing up here, this would be like we could take a short as long as this is still sloping down like that. And that's how I kind of formulate my bias. And then what I'm usually looking for is something like this. So this is a 30-minute chart, and we left a 30-minute fair value gap right there at 68.23. Now, in the case that we were to bounce up here and get into this level, we could consider taking a short to take it lower here, because these levels are pretty key, right? If we were to get a closure of the 30-minute candles, I don't want to go too deep into fair value gaps because there's a lot to explain about that. Something you could look into if you're interested in it, though. If we get a 30-minute candle closure above the fair value gap, that would be inverted, right? So then we're going to be looking for buys or bullish momentum to the upside. And that's basically how I formulate my strategies and my trade plans for the days.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's see here. There we go. Get my chart back to normal here. So we just started that PM session here. We found some support there at the lows. So we didn't sweep the low, but NQ did. What time do we got here? We're almost 11 a.m. Oh. Oh.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah. So those orders were long gone. I can take that off there.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Playing a little bit with my book map here, try to make it look nice. Looking like we got some orders up at MBT. MBT for the discount code. Yeah, I'm loving Lucid. You might want to consider signing up to their Tradeovate side, though. I haven't been that happy with the Project X lately. I don't know if you know anything about the Project X, but the Amazon Web Services had it down. It went down once there, and then recently it's been it hasn't been performing that good, the Project X. So if you're comfortable trading Tradeovate, which is here, I got this is my Tradeovate Tradeovate one. It looks a little different, obviously, but it's a little more. This is kind of like the GOAT. This is like the OG of platforms for trading futures. This one's been around the longest. It's mostly everybody never complains about it. Always has the proper. It doesn't go down. It has good fills and everything. So, you know, it is a little bit harder to trade on, I would say, because the good thing about Project X is it automatically will put your stop loss and take profit in there. And say you add into your position, it'll like automatically add that into your take profit and your stop loss. Whereas on Tradeovate, if you add into your trade, you got to you can't really put a bracket order. You got to just put the orders on there, right? And then when your trade closes, you got to make sure you hit exit at market and cancel all. Or if you forget your order there, it happened to me in the past where I forgot an order on, and it'll pick up that order if the price goes there, right? So you gotta consider that. So if you're really new, then I would say, Project X is the safer route to go. But if you're, a little bit more on the experienced side, then go with Trade of 8, because, then you're gonna have the experience to like, to know to cancel your orders and to know how to like put your own stop and your own take profit in there, kind of thing. So it's a bit more advanced platform, but it hasn't been getting these outages. I hear from traders, I don't know exactly, but it sounds like you can get better fills with less slippage. And like for example, I was looking earlier there at the Trade of 8 or the Project X account, and the volume, see, like this volume bar here down here shows really low, right? And then when I look at my trading view chart, it was, it shows that it's the same level as all these other bars. So why did it not show the volume down there? So it's just, there's just some like little inconsistencies that have been getting me concerned. So I've been leaning towards changing them all over to Trade of 8 accounts to use the Trade of 8 platform. But what I have to do is I have to wait for my next payout, and then when you do your payout, you can get them to switch you over. So I'm kind of stuck with Project X right now. So like I said, if you're new, you can still get into Project X. It's a little bit safer. Like I said, you get those bracket orders, and if you add in, it'll like automatically add that to your stop and take profit. You have these risk settings that you can set, right? And kind of go from there, right? Lucid is good because they don't have a consistency rule for their test accounts. As you can see here, my personal daily profit target I set to 3,000. There's no point to try to take it any higher than that. You want it to close the trade so that you can guarantee being pass the account, right? So if you're not watching closely and you hit your 3,000 profit target so you can pass the account, it'll automatically, sell the position and lock you out. I should actually probably change this to 3,050 in the case that there's a little bit of a slippage or something when you close that account or that trade. And you can put your personal daily loss limit, right? So it's going to protect your account from losing too much money on one day. And then you can set it to like liquidate and block, so that if you do end up hitting your loss limit, say you start getting tilted, revenge trading, oversizing, whatever it is, it can protect your account so you don't end up blowing it that day. But like I said, so if you're newer, Project X is still the good way to go. But if you're a little more advanced and you're okay with, having to deal with putting your own profit and stop in there, then Trade of 8 is the way to go currently. And like I said, I'm going to be switching over all my accounts over to Trade of 8. And it doesn't really have anything to do with the prop firms themselves. Like they obviously want to make money off you, so they do want you to lose your accounts, but they do give you this platform where you can protect yourself with those guardrails, right? So they are kind of at least doing some things to help you protect yourself. Whereas, you can't really, as far as I know, there's no, daily loss limit lockouts or stuff like that on Trade of 8. So yeah, if you're new, Project X, probably the right way to go. But if you're, a little bit more advanced, you've been around the game for a while, then Trade of 8 would be the way to go, in my opinion. But yeah, what do we got going on here, guys? Gold sold off pretty heavy there. Kind of close to the lows of the gold here. Wonder if we're going to actually sweep the lows coming up. NQ looking like we're starting to pull back a bit again here. Holding below the London low session. And we do still have the gap fill potential down here at 25,575 on NQ. What do we got here on Financial Juice? So I watch Financial Juice, guys. If you're looking for a good news platform here, this is Financial Juice. You can kind of log in, right? Log into your Financial Juice. They have this little squawk box here. You can activate this. This will tell you, well, 10 seconds until news coming up or whatever, things like that. Or any breaking news like, oh, Trump tweeted. They'll tell you live with voice. So you don't have to watch it fully. But usually what I do first thing when I sit down is go over this list right here. This list right here is going to be any news that's on the day. So this is November 4th. We didn't have any news today, really, nothing big. So if it's a yellow, it's not that important. If it's red, it's not that important, these circles. What you're looking for is you're looking for the little lightning bolts here. See if I can find one. So here's a little red lightning bolt here. So this is for tomorrow, I think. Yeah, November 5th, tomorrow. Here's the lightning bolt. So EIA, crude oil inventories. These types of things, mostly going to affect crude oil. But if you're trading crude oil at the time, that would be something to pay attention to. It'll tell you when there's FOMC. Here's the natural gas, kind of a yellow folder. So this is kind of like not as, this one won't affect the market quite as much as like a red one will, like this red lightning bolt. But you definitely need to sign up for Financial Juice and, check out your news, your impactful news on the day, right? And just keeps you informed on what's happening. And like I said, the little squawk box is pretty awesome. I just heard him saying something there. What do we got here? I would like to take another trade today, but it is 11 a.m. I've been sick for about 4 days. Today's the first day I've streamed. Usually I'm on live Monday through Friday and Sunday. I didn't stream on Sunday either. I was really bad on Sunday. I think it might be COVID, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like if it was COVID, I might still be sick longer, but maybe not. I don't know. COVID isn't as bad anymore. And I did take the 2 vaccines, but I basically refused to take it after that because to me, it's just another flu, right? So Saturday, Sunday was pretty rough. Monday, not so bad. Slept pretty well last night. Actually slept in. I was supposed to be live this morning at 9:15 East Coast time. Slept right through till 10:30 East Coast. Somehow. Anyways. So wanted to say what's up to the chat though. Hey, what's up everybody? We got 35 people in Randy's X channel. We got 3 people in Nick's X channel. And we got 8 people in my X channel. We got 3 people in my YouTube channel and 1 person in Randy's channel, YouTube channel. So thanks to all you viewers. Definitely keeps me motivated to stay on here. But like I said, mostly I'm here for transparency and accountability, right? Once I started trading on YouTube, I've been taking less trades. They've been better trades. I'm not doing anything so stupid like full porting stuff. Been keeping my size down, looking for those base hit wins, and trying to lock in the day's green. If I get a nice decent green day, I just lock it up and don't trade anymore, right? So hopefully you guys had a decent day today too. I'm break even on the day. I didn't, I'm down 80 cents after, what did I take, 4 trades today, something. So first one was an instant loser. No, first one was a winner. No, sorry. First one was a loser. Second one was a winner. Third one was a loser. Fourth one was a winner. So break even on these trades. Got to the market late, kind of in this chop zone. My 2 losers were a bit of FOMO trades, I would say. Probably shouldn't have taken the trades. I think I was on this candle here. I thought we were gonna, have a nice 1 minute, last minute on this candle being bullish. Entered, instantly went 7 points on against me. I cut it 6 seconds into the trade, down 7 points. My next trade, I ended up taking a winner, and then my third trade was actually down here. I ended up entering a short in this candle here. Didn't really get any continuation and just instantly bounced on me all the way back up here. So I ended up closing that one at a loss. Re-entered on this rejection up here. Slowly took this down, sold it down around here, ended up getting back to break even. That's why we're at negative 80 cents in all 5 of these Lucid accounts here. And yeah, if you see the QR code there on the stream, if you use your phone to scan that QR code, that'll take you directly to Lucid, and you can that'll automatically put my discount code in there and everything too. But yeah, my discount code is MBT, and it's short for Market Butcher Trades. So I definitely appreciate the support. If you do buy any accounts and use my code, that's just helps me, stay active here on the YouTube and the X and everything, and to continue putting out this content. And trading is a really solo thing. It can be pretty lonely. So if you can have somebody that you kind of are okay to hang out with, to sit with, and just hang out with, that's a win right there, because most people end up getting in their own heads. And to have somebody else that's kind of just saying, oh, here's key levels, this is good, this is bad, kind of thing, it just helps you stay confident in what you're doing, right? I don't recommend following me exactly. Like, I'm not like suggesting that you take my trades that I take. Definitely it's not financial advice, but I'm obviously trying to make money also. So if you have the same idea as I do and we end up taking the same trade together, that's awesome, right? So yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Any support that you guys give us with the likes, the subscribes, or if you're going to buy an account, you use a discount code, really appreciate that. Making this whole thing a little extra worthwhile, right?
Music licensing reimagined.
Just not a whole lot happening right now, guys. We are coming up to, it's 11 o'clock, so we got 2 hours left till the market is closed. How long have I been streaming here for? We have been live for
Artlist
3 hours and 20 minutes so far. Time's flying. Have lots to talk about with you guys today. Wonder if gold's gonna go make a new low here, guys. Let's watch gold here for a minute. Excuse me one sec. I gotta actually go have a coughing fit. I'll be right back.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Whew, oh yeah, that sucks.
Artlist.io.
Sucks being sick, guys. Really sucks. I'm feeling a bit better today, but my lungs are just still so congested from possibly COVID. I don't know. Either the flu or COVID. It's been going around.
Music licensing reimagined.
But yeah, it's been a rough couple days.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I also have a Discord channel, guys. I'll link it to you guys in the chat here real quick if you want to join up there. Let's see here. Copy this over here. I'll put it in the chat.
Artlist.io.
It's a free Discord if you want to come hang out. I'm still giving away OG status for the first 15 people who do join, and we have a little tab or a channel called Milestones Badge of Honor.
Artlist.io.
So if you join the Discord and you go in there and you say hi in the Badge of Honor section, you get OG status, which is, it's nothing really. It's just you get a yellow tag beside your name just to represent the first 15 people that join the Discord and, comment in that channel.
Music licensing.
So love to have you guys coming over if you want.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So we are kind of flirting with a bearish fair value gap here. Right, it's a bearish one, yeah. And this is on the 5-minute, or this is on the 15-minute chart actually. So let's go to the 15-minute here. We'll mark up this bearish fair value gap here, from right there to there. And let's make this orange for the bears. Orange for the bears. Oh, this guy's gone. That thing got inverted a long time ago. $90.53, 456, 3 points. Looks like we're getting a bit of a move here on the ES up higher.
Music licensing reimagined.
We're in that inverted fair value gap right now. Is this a short? This could be a short, guys. Again, like look at this. It doesn't show any volume on here. This is on the 15-minute. We printed 10 minutes of this 15-minute candle and it shows no volume on Project X. We got a 15-minute over here and this shows the volume on TradingView shows 16,000 contracts. And over here the volume shows 834 contracts. Like what the heck is this? I don't like it.
Licensing reimagined.
So something's weird about the Project X data feed, guys. Something's weird about it. Something's weird about it.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So are we going to find any more trades? Let's see. Like I said, it's a little harder for me to find good trades today because I don't have my levels that I normally trade off of. We did take these orders at 6,800. Although there's a bunch more back on down there. Looks like they came on. What time was this? 11:20 maybe? So they came on not that long ago.
Music licensing reimagined.
I just don't know that we're going to do much more on today's price action. We'll see. Do I want to stick around for much longer? We're at 11:30 now. 3.5 hours on this streaming session here. Haven't taken many trades since. I haven't taken any trades since my last one, which was at what, 9:30. So 2 hours ago was my last trade.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Let's switch up this banner here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So we're still in this inverted fair value gap on the ES here. We do have a little bit of orders above there at 60. Oh, we're getting a bit of a rejection right now. Maybe we're going to head back down towards these lows here pretty quick. It's pretty heavy sell in here. It's a new 15-minute candle.
Music licensing reimagined.
Pretty heavy selling right there, guys.
Artlist.io.
Feel like if I enter here, it's a little bit of a chase. Don't want to do that again. I've done that a couple times now. But it's kind of looking like they want to head back down to those 6,800 orders. Got those new orders at 6,800, 67.97.
Reimagined.
We just took the orders at 68.05 there. Lots of red coming through on the tape right now, though. The buyers are coming in at the 68.05 level.
Artlist.io.
As you can see on the tape, look at all that green coming through on the tape there. Looks like they're going to take it, though. 68.04, 05, 04, 05.
Artlist.io.
Just looking like too many buyers right now, though. Look at all the green coming through there at 68.05. Lots and lots of orders, lots of buyers there. It's a bit of a battle, though, because if there's buyers, there's somebody selling at the same time. So, but they're the ones that are, the buyers are the ones that are hitting the, you know, either a market, pretty much buying on the market price. So they're buying the bid. CBD dropped pretty heavily there from 10,500 down to 11,400 negative. And that was from 11:30 in the last 3-4 minutes. It's come down quite a bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
And some buyers stepping in there. See, was a little worried about trying to take that short there. Just seeing too much green on the tape. I should have actually joined the green side. But hard to buy a candle like that either, right? Sellers haven't given up yet. We do have equal lows there, sort of at this 96 level.
Music licensing reimagined.
Oh, we're back up in that fair value gap. Yeah, that's that all-time high level breakout area. That's what that green line is. Gotta label this up so I know what it is. I'm like looking at that line. What's this line for? Previous all-time high. Lots of sellers at the 07. 06.
Music licensing reimagined.
Zoning out here a little bit, guys. What do we got? 11:30. Ooh, I looked away for a second. Now we're down below the fives. Got 8 minutes left on this candle. Looking pretty heavy.
Music licensing reimagined.
We just have so many wicks down here. It's hard to say that we're not just going to form another wick here. Even if they push down, you know, to 802 or even 800, this could just still form a wick. We still got 8 minutes left on this candle. What's the 5 looking like here?
Artlist.io.
So we just took out that wick there. Ooh.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, this isn't the type of price action I want to trade, right? We're probably going to get some sort of a move coming up here in a bit, but I'm kind of leaning towards ending the stream pretty quick here. It's been a little too long. I'm not feeling great. I don't want to get induced into chasing something and it just wicking me up.
Artlist.io.
NQ is looking a little more bearish than ES. And we still have that gap fill down below. Pretty big 5-minute candle there.
Artlist.io.
try this guy here. Let's try. We'll shoot for this gap fill. We'll front run the gap fill. Maybe we'll shoot for like 10, 12 points here on this. If we get a little bit into profit, I'm not going to try to take a losing trade on this, so we'll at least drag our stop into profit here. If we get down to about 20, 30 bucks in profit, we'll just lock it to guarantee to make a little bit here. So we'll drop our stop there. We might get stopped out here. Let's just hope it keeps going here. Locked in a little bit of a green there. Let's drag our stop down a bit more here. Okay, we're out. So we covered our, we got our 22 bucks across all 5 accounts. So quick $100 trade there. Not trying to end the day red. We've been sitting around for way too long. Did like the momentum we were getting there on the NQ. Kind of a quick reaction there. Not really looking for a big move right now. So close to the end of the day. Volume is pretty low. Might still end up filling this gap here. Obviously, that seems like the main target right now. That gap, that is actually a little bit lower there. But I usually like to front run things, so that's why I think I put the gap a little bit higher there, the line. Good thing I got out where I did. Bounce back up basically above our entry price already. So I'm usually pretty aggressive to try to take profits like that. I'll put my stop into profit right away if I can, and then hopefully it'll keep running. Sometimes it won't, but at least at a minimum you're gonna lock in some green. So that's across 5 accounts. So like I said, it's about $100 win there. And only 2 contracts. So small size, small win, base hits. So we ended up, let's see, NQ here. Yeah, we ended up taking some orders at the 600 level. And then now we just kind of like bouncing back up above it. 10 points already above. Starting to get pretty stuffy. So yeah, I'll stick around for 5 more minutes and we'll end the stream here, guys. At least I ended the stream green. I know a small green, not much to be too happy about, but like I said, it's across 5 accounts, so 20 bucks times 5 is 100 bucks. So just trying to be really tight with these guys. I got them, this one's only $1,000 less than $1,000 away from passing. So I really don't want to blow these guys up too much. Looking for small base hits and small losers if I'm going to take them. So if I get into money, I like to put my stop in there to make sure we're going to not go red on the trade. And that's what happened. We got green.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
But yeah, it looks like they're going to close the gap here. Doesn't look like it's very far, but that's still 20 points right there. Lots of green coming through on the tape right now, though. The bias is here. I did add a few more songs to the music here. Yeah, we're going to go fill that right now. They're going there, guys. They're going there. Still 10 points lower potentially here to fill that gap. Not going to take any more trades though.
Music licensing reimagined.
Been a slow day for me. Glad to be green at least. So we got to 74, and then I saw the green coming in the tape there. So they're gonna mess it around a bit here. They're gonna play with some people before they end up heading, but I'm sure they're gonna fill the gap here before the end of the session. So we got orders here down at 25,570, which is basically the gap fill. And then below that, we got orders down at 550. So there's a bunch of orders down here at 550 level.
Music licensing reimagined.
Oh. Feel like standing up here for a minute. Should have done this a while ago. Gold's been going sideways. Pretty nice sell-off on the last 15-minute candle on the ES and the NQ there, this guy.
Artlist.io.
Just not feeling that sharp today. Still in recovery mode. I was supposed to head to the farm. We got chickens and gardens at the farm. But because I've been sick, my mom lives out there. She's been taking care of the daily chores for me. And I've been avoiding going to see her and going to work, do stuff there because I don't want to get my mom sick, especially if it's COVID. And, Saturday and Sunday night they're horrible.
Artlist.io.
Coughing in the middle of the night and sore throat and just, ugh. Feel bad for anyone who's got this sickness that's been going around. It's rough. But I do gotta say, I feel a bit better today. So this is good news.
Music licensing reimagined.
On the mend.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Well, looks like they're going to go try to take that
Artlist.io.
gap fill. But hey, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I did say 11:45 or 11:45 my time anyways. We're 4 minutes past that. So thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out. Hopefully you guys are green. Hopefully you're having a good day. We'll be back live tomorrow morning. As you can see on the little lower banner there on the channel there, Monday to Friday, 9:15 a.m. East Coast time, Monday to Friday. I won't be late tomorrow, I promise. I was late today. Slept right through my alarm somehow. Shut it off, I guess, at some point and don't even realize I did it. So, yeah, gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let's see if we're gonna fill this gap here right now. Kind of want to see if we're gonna do it. I mean, it looks like we're going to, like, right? Why not? But we did see a lot of green coming through on the tape at this level. Seeing some more green there. Okay, there we go. I think this next candle here, we're gonna close it now. I've been waiting for these shorts. And today's obviously the day I sleep in is when it happens, right? This level up here, as you can see, total indecision, not making any higher. The sellers were holding this level. A guy that we trade with, Czar, he read this so clean. He got in at 83 short, and he rode it pretty much all the way down to somewhere, at least in this area. So I've been waiting for this to happen, and of course the day I sleep in is when we get the rest of the sell-off. Missed it. Oh well, is what it is. I was hoping we were gonna fill this before I logged off here, but it looks like they're not. They're playing funny games right now. They're not gonna let it happen just yet. So let's wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Definitely check out Top One Futures and or Lucid Trading for your prop firm accounts. If you want to get those, use my code MBT, short for Market Butcher Trades. You can get the best discount that they offer right now. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. That would support me in ways where you don't have to, if you're already considering buying an account and you use my code, that would just helps me out a little bit, and I appreciate that, guys. But either way, I will be live tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. So thanks so much, guys, and we will catch you later. Take care. Have a good day. Peace.